Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video in the ElementCup over here, and today we are going to look into this team where I am going to showcase the new Dewpider over here in the ElementCup. So for Dewpider is a water buck type Pokemon, which is really cool because it does cover each other's weakness, because since it is bug and water, it resists it does take neutral damage from grass, rock and fire, while it takes super effective from electric and flying. So we need to cover the super effective typing of electric and flying, which is why I'm using the core of Ducklett and Cottonee over here in the team. So this team, as you guys can see, is kind of ABB line with Cottonee in the lead and a double water in the back line. So since Cottonee is kind of bulky and it is very kind of fast move pressure is there because of the oppressive damage from charm and the bulk, so I'm using Cottonee in the lead, and it does resist grass as well, grass and electric actually as well. To which on my backline I've got Dewpider as a closure over here and Ducklett in the safe swap. So Dewpider is kind of really spammy with the moveset of Bug Bite, Bubble Beam and Mirror Coat over here, which is not a very good moveset, but still it works out fine in the very squishy meta of ElementCup. So I'm using Ducklett in the safe swap because to lure out a potential grass type, maybe a Cottonee, or a electric typing, maybe Chinchou over here in this team, that helps my Dewpider in the back line to sweep in the end game with all shields down. So that's all for the team comp over here, and without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how this team performed. So now hopping into the first battle, let's see what we have got. So I've got a lead of Slugma over here, and somehow I've picked up Dewpider in the lead. So for Slugma, it is not really a great thing because I don't want to face it with either of my Cottonee over here and Ducklett also, because it is running rock throw and flame charge along with it. So after landing after going for the first bubble beam and getting the first shield, I'll be switching back into my Ducklett over here, to which I invest my first shield to it. I thought it should be a rock child, but they went for their flame charge. So now I can go for the debuff once again, to which they invest their final shield to it, and I can easily farm down. And now they comes back with their own Bulbasaur over here, to which I too have got a Brave Bird loaded onto my Ducklett, which will just one-shot the Bulbasaur, and it's out to that Bulbasaur. And let's see what they have got into their back, which is going to be a Vulpix over here, which is kind of scary here as well, because now I am up a shield, but I don't have a really hard answer to this Vulpix over here, because I'm not running I've got a very low Dewpider, and I have not got anything that hard resisted. So to which I will preserve my shield over here, and I'll be going for the next charm damage along with the seed bomb, which will be enough to get the knockout for this very low Vulpix, and indeed giving me the win for the first battle. So very hefty kind of battle, clumsy battle for the first video over here. So moving into the next battle with this team, and now I'll be switching my lead into my Ducklett over here. So now since I switched my lead, they comes now with their own Exeggcute over here, to which they swaps back into their own Cottonee. So for Cottonee, I will be staying into this matchup, and I'll be trying to catch a seed bomb, what I believe is going to be a seed bomb, onto my Ducklett over here. So since I caught the seed bomb onto my Ducklett, I'll be going for the heart farm this time. So let's see what my opponent does come back with. So I believe they comes back again with their own Slugma. So Slugma is kind of tough with this team because I don't have a hard resist to it, and the damage from rock throw does add up on Ducklett. So since I'm loaded onto energy, I will be coming back with my own Cottonee over here, throwing the first seed bomb, which does neutral over here, but it is not enough to get the knockout surely. So since I'm up a shield, I will be immediately safe swapping again into my Dewpider over here, to which they goes for the flame charge. And now they comes back with their own Exeggcute over here, to which they threw the first seed bomb, which I'll be shielding up, and I'll be going for the bug bite damage, which is super effective onto the Exeggcute because of the partial psychic typing on it. And now they comes back with their own Slugma, to which is very low, and I'll be going for the next bubble beam, which will be eventually debuffing their attack. But nevertheless, I do get the win after farming down the Slugma with bug bite. So that is going to be a really great game, and GG's to my opponent. Moving into the next game, taking up a bad lead over here once again against this Ducklett, and immediately I'll be safe swapping into my own Ducklett over here, mirror matchup. So now I will be investing my first shield, which is going to be the Brave Bird over here, and now since they Brave Bird me, I will be going for that debuff over here. So now this will be ensuring the like attack drop, obviously, and since now they switched into their own, I did not catch what they switched into. They switched into their own Cottonee over here, to which I'll be again faking the Brave Bird, and I'll be going for the next bubble beam. So this I'm quite sure that since I'm very low, they will be anticipating that to be Brave Bird, but nevertheless I'll not be Brave Birding them. So I'll be preserving some of the energy and health on my Ducklett, and I'll be coming back with my Dewpider. So Dewpider is exceedingly tanky in this meta, small meta. Also, like compared to the other Pokemons over here, it is having a kind of good attack stat also. Beg your pardon, which is defense stat. So now I can easily farm the Cottonee down after throwing the first bubble beam, to which they comes back with their own Ducklett over here. So Ducklett is going to be throwing the next bubble beam, which I'll not shield, and I'll be going for the mirror coat this time. So for mirror coat, it will be enough to get the knockout after the bubble beam debuff as well, because Ducklett was really low. And let's see what my opponent does have in the back, which is going to be their own Vulpix yet again. So for Vulpix, I'll be going for the next bubble beam with my Ducklett over here, and since I'm upper shield, again I'll be coming back with my Cottonee over here, which I believe will be very close battle, because since I don't have energy loaded onto my Ducklett and my Cottonee over here, I'll be going down to the next weather ball, and let's see what my opponent does have over here. And now we get a simultaneous knockout, and that will be a really great game to my opponents, from my opponent's end over here. So that was a really close battle and a tie over here. So picking up yet another bad lead in the next matchup, I switch into my own Ducklett over here yet again. So now my opponent safe swaps again into their own Seel over here, and to which I threw the first bubble beam, which ensures the first shield from my opponent, which is really nice. So now I am happy to let my Ducklett go down, but nevertheless I'll be throwing the next Brave Bird, which might land because my opponent does not want to get down 2 shields over here, but they threw. So this is nice, because this is not really nice, because I will be again having switch switch advantage, not having switch advantage, but the advantage on shields over here, to which they comes back with their own Ducklett over here. And since they gave up a switch, I will be letting the first bubble beam go through, and they comes back with their own Hooper over here. So for Hooper, it is a really great matchup for my Ducklett over here. So after landing the first mirror coat, I'll be safe swapping again to counter the Hooper over here with my own Cottonee over here. So for Cottonee, it is really a great matchup, but since Hooper is having access to Body Slam, which is really spammy with the moveset of Mud Shot, but I can easily get the farm down with it. So now I will be going for the next Seed Bomb, to which they comes back with their own last Pokemon, which is going to be Ducklett. So it will be getting the final shield from my opponent, and now from this kind of range I will be going to put some heavy pressure with the charm damage, which really puts the Ducklett really low. And since they Brave Bird me over here, I shielded it correctly, and this is going to be the bubble beam, so I'll not be shielding it once again. So a great timing and call from my end onto this matchup, to which I can easily get the bug bite beat down onto this Ducklett, and eventually get the win for the 4th battle here as well. So that is going to be a really great game. And moving into the next matchup, I pick up yet another lead, with a good lead rather, after switching the lead with my Dewpider, and they swaps back into their own Ducklett. So for Ducklett, I will be debuffing their opponent's Ducklett over here, and now I'll be uh, I did a CMP tie over here, which is really nice, because now I'll be transferring the I'll be resetting my debuffs over here on my Dewpider, and I'll be coming back with my own Ducklett. So for Ducklett, since I have a kind of like energy lead, not energy lead, it's kind of a health lead, HP lead rather, along with the debuff onto my opponent's Ducklett, which is really nice because now I have a winning matchup. And my opponent just somehow threw Aerial Ace, which they're running instead of Brave Bird, which is really nice for me, and I lure out the grass type over here. So this is going to be really nice, because since they switch out into their own Razor Leaf user of Cottonee, now I'll be going for the Bubble Beam over here, which ensures the final shield from my opponent, and I preserve a few amount of energy onto my little bit of energy onto my Ducklett over here, to which I comes back with my Cottonee. So for Cottonee, I will be going for the hard farm onto this mirror Cottonee of my opponent, to which they will be throwing the first seed bomb, which is actually double debuffed, which is really nice. And I'll be going for the next grass knot over here, because I'm quite sure that I'll not be able to reach back-to-back seed bombs over here. Yeah, and it was a CMP tie. So to which this is going to be the first Wither Ball. Yeah, I will be shielding that. I'll be putting pressure on to the Vulpix over here with the charm damage. So as I've already mentioned, it is a very squishy meta, and the charm damage, which is heavily oppressive, is really going to add up onto this rested Pokemons like Vulpix as well. So to which they comes back with their own Ducklett over here, bubble beaming me, which is not a great thing, because I will be going for the seed bomb, which puts the Ducklett very low, and one more charm does indeed take the Ducklett out and gives me the win for the final battle of the first set. So that is going to be a really great game. Moving into the next battle, I've got a lead of Chinchou over here, which is terrible, and they actually swaps out into their Cottonee. So now this is going to be a really great thing, because since they swapped out into their Cottonee over here, I will be swapping back into my Ducklett over here after landing the mirror coat. So I don't want to face the Chinchou with my Ducklett over here. So that is the reason I swapped back after landing the mirror coat, to which I get a bit low over here. So I will not be baiting this time. I'll be going for the hard-hitting nuke of Brave Bird, so to get some amount of heavy damage onto this resisted Chinchou over here also, to which now I come back with my own Cottonee over here, but they're actually running Acid Bellsprout over here, which is really spicy in this meta. And I don't have anything to do over here, to which I top lift the game, which is going to be a really great thing. Not a great thing really from my end, but it is going to be a GG's to my opponent. Really well played. Moving into the next matchup, I missed what I pick up the lead for, but still I'll be switching back into my own Ducklett over here, to which I land the first Brave Bird, and now they can farm me down, but it will take less amount of damage, like less amount of sparks to farm me down, because I have lowered my defense, to which I will be coming back with my Cottonee to soak up the damage from Thunderbolt or maybe Bubble Beam. Yeah, it's a Bubble Beam shield bait, to which I do easily handle that correctly. And now now they are going for the Thunderbolt, and now as you guys can see, I stopped attacking for a bit of time, because I want my switch clock to come back up, to which they comes back with their own Bulbasaur over here. So for Bulbasaur, they are actually running Power Whip, which is not a great thing, because Bulbasaur should be recommended moveset for Bulbasaur is Seed Bomb and Mirror Coat. So I'll be going for the next Bubble Beam shield bait, to which I get the shield, which is really nice for me. And now this is going to be the next Power Whip once again, and I'll be investing my final shield to it. And since I invested my final shield, I'll not be throwing this time. I will be going for the hard hitting, like I'll be going for the fast move farm down, and they comes back with their own Ducklett over here. So for Ducklett, I don't have a really great matchup, but the matchup with my Cottonee over here will be better if I go for the back-to-back debuffs with it. So to which now I preserve a bit of health onto my own Dewpider over here, to which they throws a Brave Bird and their defense is lowered and attack is lowered, to which I through the next Bubble Beam, which will be enough to get it very low and I can easily Bug Bite down before they can bring attack me down. So that is going to be a really great game from my opponent's end. So GG's to my opponent. Moving into the next matchup, yet again picking up a horrible lead against this Ducklett, and after going for the first charm, I will be switching back into my own Ducklett over here, and I believe I will be letting the I will be shielding the first move over here, which is going to be a Bubble Beam bait. And now after loading up a bit of extra energy, I will be going for the bait of my own, which I believe my opponent is lagging, or maybe it's a GBL lag, I'm not quite sure, to which I'll be going for the next Bubble Beam once again. So I think my opponent is lagging, to which I will be going to stop attacking this time. Yeah, as you guys can see, I stop attacking. So now I think they will be going for the Brave Bird, but they again Bubble Beamed me, so which is not really great, because my attack is now double debuffed, to which they comes back with their Seel. So for Seel, I will be going for the double debuffed, but still it does almost 50% of my opponent's Seel's health, and I have a hard wall to Seel, which is going to be a Dewpider. So Dewpider actually hard wall Seel, I can easily go for the farm down over here. So now down a shield, but I can easily maintain switch over here. So for which they comes back with their own Vulpix. I'm not quite sure if they're quite aware of the typings over here on the Dewpider, because it is actually a bug water typing, so it is taking neutral from fire and not super effective. To which I will be going for the back-to-back debuffs of Bubble Beam over here. And now let's see. So they goes for the body slam, which ensures the knockout for my Dewpider, and now they comes back with the Ducklett. So for Ducklett, I can easily tank the Bubble Beam over here, and I can easily go for the farm down, to which I believe my opponent does recognizes their fate and actually top lifts the game over here, which is really nice to see. So Dewpider putting so much effort into this team over here once again. So moving into the next battle and picking up a good lead over here, which is really nice, and they swaps out into their own Ducklett. So for Ducklett, they will be Bubble Beaming me because it was quite fast for a Brave Bird. But I want to mention something, because last night when I was playing these battles up, my battles were really laggy, and I could, as you guys can already see, it is very tough to play in this kind of play with such kind of lag. So this game, I remember this game, so you guys will be seeing this, how lag will be costing me to lose this game up. So I went for the next Brave Bird over here, which does 50% of the Chinchou's health, which is really nice, and now I will be going for the debuff once again, to which I come back with my own Cottonee over here to soak up the damage from Bubble Beam, and they swaps out into their own Formantis over here. So for Formantis, it does have access to Leaf Blade, which I have to shield up with my Dewpider, and I'll be going for the hard farm down. And my opponent does recognizes their feet and top lifts the game over here. So this was not the matchup that I was talking about, but I believe this is the last battle of the video and the set over here, and this is the video, this is the battle that I was talking about, how lag will be playing an important role in making me lose the game actually, which is really unfortunate to say, but Niantic, thanks for it. So now picking up a great lead with a water gun Seel, to which they switch back into their own Ducklett, and after taking one Icy Wind, I shielded up with the Icy Wind over here. I'll be switching back into my own Dewpider over here. So I'm not quite sure why I switched back into my Dewpider and they Brave Bird me, which is really not great scenario, because now I can come back with my Cottonee and go for the heart farm, but still they does have their Seel onto their backline. So to which they comes back with their own Cottonee over here, which is not really a great thing, because I will be trying to catch a seed bomb onto my Ducklett over here, which is not the which I am not able to do so. And now I'll be going for the swap out, and they comes back with their own Seel over here. So Seel, they will be going for the neutral damage of Icy Wind, and I believe I will be able to get the farm down, but not before they threw one more Icy Wind. So Icy Wind right now will be debuffing, so they went for the Aqua Tail, which is really nice. And now let's see what my opponent does have onto their back. So they do have a Cottonee, which is really low. So now I'll be going for the Bubble Beam shield baits over here, which ensures both the shield from my opponent's end, and this is going to be really nice and close. To which I come back with my loaded Cottonee, and I'll be going for the next seed bomb, which is enough to get the knockout. But check out, abracadabra over here, my charge move does not get registered and it goes unbubbled, so no bubble at this time. So it is very unfortunate to speak these kind of things, and thanks Niantic for this. And now I'll be going for the analysis for this team and how Dewpider worked out. So I'll be pausing a video for a moment over here. So Dewpider with this team worked moderately, and moderately in the sense it worked out fine, but still I lost some of the games because of lag factors and everything and all. So apart from the bulk, Dewpider is really bulky, which is fine, but apart from this bulk, it have got a very not a really great set of move set. The fast move is fine, which is going to be Bug Bite or Infestation, which is really great. But the thing is, the charge attack for this Dewpider is actually not great, which is Bubble Beam, Water Pulse, and Mirror Coat. So Bubble Beam is kind of a great bait move, but Water Pulse and Mirror Coat, which is kind of garbage over here. So apart from that, Dewpider worked really great for me. And if you guys are watching using this team out, do let me know how it is working out for you. And if you're liking the content onto this channel, do let me know, and share, comment and support this channel, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.